over the course of the next half hour, we get you details of the pilgrims who are arriving here, and of course, the Pradhan Mantri, the Prime Minister of the country, who will be here tomorrow for a darshan before the doors of this shrine are shut for winters and the idol is taken from here to Ukhimat. But let me now walk around and show you the shrine. This is the Kedarnath shrine that is being decked up for Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit and also for Deepavali. But if you look around, look at the lakhs and lakhs of pilgrims who've been coming here. In all, this year, 14 lakh pilgrims, according to the Uttarakhand administration. 14 lakh pilgrims have already visited and more are trying to come before the kapat or the gates of the temple are shut for winters. It's snowing occasionally. It does snow post sundown. It's very cold. The temperature, if you just look around at the Kedar hills around, you can already see there is a blanket of thick fog that's rolling in. The moment this fog rolls in, flights stop coming, helicopters stop flying, and that is why the effort is for pilots to bring in as many pilgrims as possible from 6 in the morning till the time the weather packs up. Now, you'd recall a couple of days ago, there was an air crash, a helicopter crash. Are people scared? Are pilgrims scared? We flew in from Guptkashi to the Kedarnath Dham. I've sent you this report. We are currently on board an Agusta helicopter, and this is a passenger helicopter considered extremely safe. It is a 6-seater helicopter, of course 2 pilots. In this situation, there's only 1 pilot. Usually these pilots are ex-Indian Army. Now this is a very narrow valley through high peaks. The helicopter flies through these narrow valleys, and if we look outside, this is where various staging camps are organized. These staging camps are the 16-kilometer long journey between Gauri Kund and Garud Chatti or the Kedarnath Shrine. Now what has happened this time is there was unfortunately an accident. There is an inquiry which is underway. This could well be seen in an inquiry. It would be revealed whether this was controlled flight into terrain. Aviation, especially helicopter flying, is considered risky, sometimes dangerous, especially in high altitude. Yet a large number of pilgrims are taking these helicopters for the Kedarnath Shrine. Now these helicopters, whether it is the Bell 407 or the Agusta 117 helicopters, are 6-seater passenger helicopters. They can fly with 2 pilots, usually fly with 1 at these altitudes. Now we are currently at an altitude of about 11,700 feet at the Kedarnath Shrine, and on an average there are 170 to 200 passengers who fly with every aviation company every day, and there are 9 aviation companies that are flying. The cost is about 4,500 for a return trip from Guptkashi or around to the Kedarnath Shrine and back. About that unfortunate incident that took place, that crash that recently took place, that's still under investigation. But some of the pilots we spoke to say that multiple helicopters were in the air that time, and what had happened was the pilot chose to turn back. Mountains, as you know, make their own weather, and suddenly the weather packed up. Suddenly there was a thick cover of cloud that descended. Now if my camera person just turns around and shows you, these helicopters fly through a very narrow valley, and when that valley is covered with clouds, the pilots try to fly above or below, and they try to land at the nearest helipad. In that instance, this time, there was an unfortunate accident, which is a matter of investigation. However, the moment preliminary reasons were known, the helicopters are flying once again. We too flew on board an Agusta helicopter and landed safely as are hundreds of pilgrims every day at Kedarnath. The effort now is to make multiple helipads here. Now this is being developed as a very major religious tourism center. So there is a helipad here. There is a bigger helipad just down the road from here. Usually it takes about, it's 16 kilometers, takes about 7 to 8 hours to climb from 9,000 feet to 11,700 feet. But that distance is reduced to mere 10 minutes on board a helicopter. The Prime Minister will also be flying on board an Indian Air Force helicopter when he arrives here.